Good morning, everyone. It's Lee Henson, President and Founder of Agiledad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Standup. So, without any further ado, let's get started. It's Friday. It's time for our agile, not so agile episode of the Daily Standup. And today, I wanted to, as always, start with a parable, something that's going to help us to really comprehend, who we are, where we are, and what we're doing. And in this season of the holidays, it's important for us to kind of remember who we are, where we are, and what we can do to make a difference. So I want to start with this story. So there's a mother camel and a baby camel, and they're both lying down, soaking up the sun, enjoying the brilliant day. And the baby camel stopped and asked his mom, he says, "Mom," he says, "why do we have these big bumps on our back?" And the mom camel stopped to think for a moment, and she finally said, "Well, we live in a desert where there's not much water available, so our humps were there to help store water so we could survive on long journeys." The baby camel stopped and thought again and said, "Well, why do we have such long legs with rounded feet?" And the mom replied, "Well, those are meant to help us when we're walking through the sand on long journeys." The baby then asked the third question, "So why are my eyelashes so long?" And the mother replied, "Your long eyelashes are to protect you when the sand blows in the wind and gets in your face." And finally, the baby said, "Well, why do we have all these things to walk through the desert and to live in the desert when we actually live in a zoo?" Ouch. I think the moral of the story is clear here, right? The skills and abilities that we have do us absolutely no good if we're not in the right environment. And I think that sometimes we don't leverage or we don't share the gifts and talents that we have. So, part one is, how do we better understand the skills and abilities that we have, and how do we leverage those? And are we in an environment where we can be all we can be? Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to quit your job and go get a new one, but I want you to challenge yourself and ask yourself, am I being challenged? Am I able to do the things that best promote my creativity? Are they working to the best of my ability? Am I able to do these things? Yeah, I just feel like oftentimes, we aren't using or maximizing our ability to do the most we can with our capabilities. So, are we leveraging the talents that we have to make the world a better place? Are we advancing the world of work? Are we doing things that are going to make it better for other people who come after us so that they can complete the things that they're committed to doing? Or are we just sitting on our talents and hiding them and not allowing anyone to use those talents? And, the whole key to getting additional talents is to not hide the talents that you have. So here's my advice for this holiday season. If you have talents and you feel like they're being underutilized or not utilized, this is your chance. Take a break and figure out something you can do. If you've always loved to draw, but you haven't drawn a picture in a long time, stop and draw a picture. If you love to sing, sing a song, join a choir, do something, right? Go Christmas caroling. There's so many things that you can do that would make a world of difference to someone else by simply utilizing and leveraging one of the gifts that you've been given. But the big ask here, the big thing that I'm hoping you can do is, I want to promote for each and every person who listens to this podcast to find a way to do an act of service for someone else. Now, without promoting any singular religion, there is a there is a campaign that goes on in the month of December. It's called Light the World. And during Light the World, it talks about providing opportunities for people who are less fortunate than us in ways that we can light the world with our kindness, with our talents, with the things that we've been gifted with. And I think it's important for us to figure out a way how we can light the world and figure out a way that we can apply our strategy so that we can make a difference in the lives of others. Number of times I've always said, you'll find out who you really are when you lose yourself in the service of others. And I know that that's been true for me. And it's been especially true when I've been able to reach out and extend help, whether it's to immediate family, whether it's to a neighbor, whether it's to people that I work with, whether it's to people that I work directly with, right, in my team, in my own team. It's important for us to figure out what we can do to make a difference and to apply ourselves and do so. So, this holiday season, find a way to be of service to someone, leverage your talents, and don't give up. Make time to do the things that are going to make a difference. That's going to do it for today. I hope you have a great weekend. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile. We'll see you on Monday.